research is also very important. So these are like the preparations you should do before.
Yeah, a goal C is also a type of casting. Here, the models are already carefully marketed based on the client's by the model and I have goal C by direct without having to go to the models casting. So goal C is just like direct casting. This one you don't so you don't cast it because then you see a lot of you. But for a goal C, maybe for example the client has already reached out to the agency or reached out to someone that knows can help source models. Do you understand? This time they don't need so much, they just need, okay, this is the particular type of model that we want. They will not tell the modeling agency, okay, we want 5 light skinned girls. Do you understand? They should just come to the agency, the office or something, so we can see them. Do you understand? So the agency would now, they might have like 20 light skinned girls in the office. They will now say, okay, because the client is looking for 5 light skinned girls, so particular measurements, these 5 girls should go. Do you get? So they are just going to see the client. It's just a direct meeting with the client. Okay. Do you understand? That's what it is. So the next one is model agent / modeling agent. A model agent is generally a person that takes on the responsibility of handling the model's career by marketing the model to potential clients both locally and internationally. The model agent also works directly with the agency bookers who are responsible for making sure that the model books the job after a casting or a go see. Do you understand? Yes. So in a modeling agency, most of the time there is the model agent, there is the booker, there is the agency director, there is the model scout, you know, just different hierarchy. Do you get? So the model agent now is basically after the agency director, there's the agent, there's the booker, there's the scouts, and every other person, the agent. So what the model agent does is, this person is, the model agent has connections. Do you get? The model agent knows clients. The model agent is in charge of, as in they know, they have a wide range of clients lists or something like that. Do you understand? They also have a wide range of international partners that they work with. So the model agent works directly with the agency director hand in hand. Some agencies don't have model agents. Do you understand? So what this model agent does most of the time is to market the model to the clients, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. That's the job of model agent. Do you understand? But the model bookers, if they just make sure that, okay, this model have got this casting, let us make sure that this model gets this job, or the client has said, you know, I said something about 5, let's use that same 5 models that we have this. So what the model booker now does is to reach out to the client and say, okay, have you seen the models? Do you get? Okay, do you like them? How many would you want? They are direct. The model bookers are direct. They are the ones that, you know, work directly with clients. Do you get? The model bookers are the ones that can call you by 2 a.m. in the morning to have you shoot by 7 a.m. Do you understand? The model bookers are the ones that book the job. They're the ones that close the deal directly with them. Do you get? So there's a clear difference between the two. Do we understand? Yeah. So the modeling agency is a registered company. The modeling agency must be registered. That is responsible for the model's entire career. Do you understand? The model agency is a registered company that is responsible for the model's entire career. The modeling agency uses binding contracts to sign models that suit exactly what they are looking for their potential clients to the agency, either through social media, direct meeting on the spot of discovery, the agency open casting calls, or even through the modeling agency scouts. Do you get? So modeling agencies definitely will have contracts. Do you get? So I think we've discussed a little bit about contracts, right? Abby? Hello? Hi. People are not talking today. What's going on? Huh? Are you tired?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. So
Binding contract to sign models and suit exactly. So this now brings okay, topic of modeling agencies. Different modeling agencies have different things they are looking for. Do you understand? And what they are looking for is based on what they want to represent, or what they want their board to look like. Have you guys seen a modeling agency board before? Like a models board? Have you seen? Not has any of you seen aside that? A model board is like if you go to an agency, for example, and there will be like Comcast everywhere, like on it, something like that. So that's like the agency board. Do you get? So when modeling agencies want to represent a model, they make sure that this model now that we want to sign this agency, does this model fit into type of models that we want to represent? Do you understand?
Yes.
So if the model doesn't suit what they want, or what their clients might want, there are high chances that the agency will sign it. But that doesn't mean that you are not good enough, or that doesn't mean that another agency might not like you. Do you get? So what this agency doesn't like, another agency might like. Do you get? And that's just based off of their own preference. Everybody has, they say beauty is in the eyes of the right? So what this person might see as beauty is not what the other person might see as beauty. Some people might be looking for very extreme features. They want the features to be so pronounced. But some people might be looking for, okay, she has great skin, she can walk, she has a nice body. Oh, okay, let's have her. Do you understand? Some people might be desperate at a particular time, they might be looking for models. They say, okay, come, we might, work on you. And some people might, sign models and then, look, and some people might look at some models and they'll be like, okay, this person might not be right at this time, but within a specific period of time, the model can be right, per se. You can scout a model at 16 years, and then the model would not, will just be there. You can just sign the model and keep the model. Let the model just grow. 16, 17, 18, maybe by 19, the model might now be, right. There are some models that we scout at 16. Some of them, let me use girls as an example. Maybe their boobs are not well formed, their statistics, is not looking right. You might just sign the model and keep the model and be like, okay, let her grow. Let her enter 17, 18. By 18, any girl you see at 18 is already, okay. Do you get? By 18, I know that, okay, yeah, this person is ready. That's what some agencies do. Do you understand? But some agencies don't have that patience. Some agencies like, you are not this. Do you understand? So different agencies have different things they're looking at. Same with the guys as well. Some agencies are very diverse for new models. Some agencies are like every type. Short, tall, dark, slim, fat. I've hardly seen a plus size new model in there. Have you seen plus size new model?
No.
Have you seen?
I have one of the friends.
Really? Is it doing well?
Yes, very well.
What's his name?
Ruby.
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 Ruby. Ruby. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not really see, a male model that would just a plus size model that a male model shall. I'm not seeing. I don't know why. But for girls, there are so many plus size female models now, and they're actually in demand. Plus size female models are in demand now. So yeah, some agencies are very, very for guys. They like, and also for some guys, some agencies they want a particular type of boys or type of male models. If you are not this particular type, maybe skinny, tall, dark, chocolate. If you are not that particular frame, they will not sign you, no matter how you live. Do you understand? So different agencies just as different things you're looking out for. So, the modeling agencies make their money only through commissions on jobs booked by the model. We discussed this, I mean. So that's how modeling agencies make their money. Commission. And it depends. Like I said, they generally take 20 to 40% industry standard. So in the industry, there are some agencies that say 60, 40. The model takes 60, the agency takes 40. Some 70, 30, some 90, 10. Some agencies are like that. Some 80, 20. Just depends on the agency. But the industry standard is you should not even pass 40%. But some agencies take 50, 50.
Yes, sir.
Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so agencies take 50, 50. I don't know why. But the 50, 50 is now it's not too much.
It's very ridiculous. They are very ridiculous.
It's ridiculous to me. Because it's like okay, for example, like the model that makes 100K, the model takes 50, and the agency takes 50,000. What's the model now making? Do you get? So the standard is just 20 to 40%. And here I also added any modeling agency that asks money upfront to sign a model is scam. Please run. Very unprofessional and unethical. Please do not pay any modeling agency to sign a contract. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The next one is portfolio. A model's portfolio is a group of images of a model put together collectively, which is mostly used to market the model. Now these pictures should generally show the model's angles and variety and different expressions. A model's portfolio could be printed and put together in a model book. Has any of you seen a model book?
Yes.
Seen a model book? A model book is just like a book, but some maybe bigger than this. It depends, sharp. But then it's going to like have a hardcover, very, very hard. I mean, the agency's name. And then you know how all these photo albums, so that's how you just put pictures inside. So the model book is what it models. Nigeria here, it's to print one model book is very expensive. So they usually don't give the model book to models to hold. So they can just have a few and they keep it in their office. But internationally, once you enter the country, they just give you your book. You will never know how they printed. There are some images that maybe you must have taken long ago. You just open the book and this picture is here. Like they already prepared for you before you come outside. Your model book is ready. Your com cards are ready. You know, everything is just ready for you. Once you just come, they just give it to you, and you will have it. Like it's going to be yours. Sometimes they tell you to bring it back to the agency, and every single casting you go for, you must go with your book, and your com cards will be inside the book. Plenty, about 20 or 30 will be inside, because there will be different castings you pay for. So, because these casting directors, they like to see outside Nigeria again, somehow. Outside, they like to see, different, like I said, different expressions. They want to see your work experience. You've done one way before. They would like to see all those things. They'll put it inside the book for you. Do you understand? So basically, that is what the model book is. And on the modeling agency's website, yes, your portfolio is usually also on the website of the modeling agency. Most modeling agencies, once you go to their website, you see a particular model. Once you click the model's picture, you just see the model's Polaroids and portfolio and everything. Is that clear?
Yes.
It is also very important to note that the model Instagram page can be and should be used as his or her online portfolio. So your Instagram page is also another place where the portfolio should be well represented. So also try to make your Instagram page very diverse. Don't just keep Polaroids there and forget about it. Also try to post at least once in a week. At least. At least. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you are the type, I don't know if I should give this tip. If you are looking for a modeling agency, let me give you a tip. If you want to join a modeling agency, for example, and you want to reach out to modeling agencies, how you can get their attention is via Instagram as well. I've worked with some modeling agents now. I've checked their DM. And the way some people approach this modeling agency, it means about not reply. I'll not reply. Some models, you know you want to reach out to a modeling agency, you just send hi, hello, and go. Who will reply that? So I leave what I'm doing and just start. I'm going, okay, so if I not say hello, you not tell me good afternoon. I'll not tell you good afternoon, sir. You not say, okay, how are you doing? You'll not say, good. How is the family? You'll not start going back and forth. No, nobody does that. Even on my own personal page, if somebody should send me hello, I don't reply. I'll just wait for that request there. If you go to so many modeling agencies, if you see the requests that they have, plenty like this, because models don't know how to approach modeling agencies, and it is totally wrong. If you want to approach a modeling agency, the first thing you should do is make sure that your Instagram page is clean. That's the first thing, because if I click on the model that wants to, okay, the first thing is some models page on. Is it not? So your page first, if it's on private, remove it from private to private. Remove it from private first. That's like the first thing you should do. Make sure that they can easily see your page. And then if you have yama pictures, you know within yourself that this picture is not fine. Just archive it. You might, if you like it or you might want to be seeing it in the future, just archive it. Don't delete it. Archive it, keep it. Then at least it should be like, there shouldn't be so much, at least 6 to 12 pictures first. Clean pictures on the page. Then make sure your Instagram handle is also simple and straight to the point. Then enter the DM. When you enter the DM, please don't just drop hi hello. You can start with a salutation. If it's in the afternoon or in the morning that you send the DM, you can be like, good afternoon, or hello, good afternoon. My name is, introduce yourself. You get? I am based in Lagos. I am based in Abuja. I am based in Accra. You should put your location. Then you now be like, I would like to apply as a model to be part of the modeling agency. Do you understand the steps I'm taking?
Yeah.
Then after that, please put your age, very important. Put your statistics, very important. So you don't come and start asking all these questions. A model that will do all these things, I will open it immediately. Put your age, put your statistics, put your phone number, contact details, or email if you don't put your phone number. Don't put an email address that can easily reach you. They don't want to send a DM back or something. Just preferably add phone numbers, email, then attach your Polaroid. Very, very, very important. Please, most of the time, models make this mistake of going to a studio to take Polaroids. This is annoying. It's very wrong. Because some photographers don't know how to take Polaroids. Do you get? So many photographers, you might have photographer friends who say, okay, come and take. They don't know how to. That's why I explained something about using an iPhone, right? If you have a friend that has iPhone 12, go and meet that person to take Polaroids. If you have a friend that has any iPhone, from iPhone 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, use iPhone to take Polaroids. And simple ways to take Polaroids is look for a clean white background like this, either outside your house or inside, or preferably outside. I like outside Polaroids. And majorly when the sun is out. Very, very, very important. When the sun is out, then make sure the don't use there are some models that take Polaroids in incompetent you know all these walls that have bricks. Do you get? Some models take Polaroids on that. I don't know why. Please look for a place. If it's not white, it must not be white. If it's black, if it's ash, but not yellow or blue or all these fancy colors. It should just be all brown. But make sure that the wall is clean and doesn't have any details. Do you understand? Something like that. So shoot preferably in the evening, like around when the sun is going down, not when it's too hot. In the evening, like around 4 p.m. That's the best time to take Polaroids. They call it golden. See golden hour, something like that. Or in the morning by 10, 11. That time, that's the best time to take Polaroids. Don't shoot when the sun is very hot because you'll be sweating. And sweat is not good for Polaroids. Do you understand? So shoot early in the morning and late in the evening. Very important. Then attach your Polaroid and say thank you at the end, and then send it. Now, most of the time, because there is usually influx of messages, you might forget to open your message. Do you get? So what you should do is you can go to a recent post on their page and be like, hello, or something, however you want to put it. I sent a DM, I need check. There are some agencies that would prefer you to just tell them on that comment section so that they will just go immediately. And sometimes they might not even go to the DM, but once they see that the model has sent that message in the comment section, what they will just do is to check the model's profile. Do you understand? Now, if they check the model's profile and it's not looking nice, there's no need going to, they will not even open that DM. Do you get? So that's why I said your Instagram page is very, 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 very important. Do we get?
Yes.
It's very important. Please take good care of your Instagram page. Your bio. Your bio is very important. Please don't put your what's that, star signs. Please remove your star signs on your Instagram page. Remove your statistics on your bio. It's not necessary. Remove anything that is not necessary. Just keep your bio simple. If you are signed to an agency, just put it there. That's all. If you are not signed, you can just look for a word you live by. Or so I give you an example of a word. What's the word you live by? Just one. Not word or a sentence or a line or a phrase. Okay, tell me. Yeah, something like that. You tell me.
Mine is you are attracted to me.
I like that one. So you're listening to should also be attractive. The phrase you're going to put on your Bible should be attractive and should reflect your personality as well. So you said, what did you say? That's okay. You can just put it there and maybe something else. But it shouldn't be all these unnecessary things like star sign, your age, not necessary, statistics, all those things are not necessary. Just something simple. Do you understand? If you have a business, you can put, if you're a makeup artist or whatever, you can put it there. Makeup artist, blah blah blah. You're a fashion designer, put it there. If you're a model, you know this on Instagram, there is already a how will I put it? A category here. So there's like fashion model there. If you check very well. If you want to put your Instagram on creators or something, yeah, so you can just put that fashion. That fashion model has covered everything. So there's no need you writing model again. Do you understand? So you put fashion model, then you can now put your foot, and that's it. Do you get? So just leave your bio very simple, clean, and fresh. I was talking about Polaroids on my Instagram page as well. Those people that check my Instagram, I have a free ebook on how to take Polaroids. Now, Polaroids, like I've been saying, they are very important. That ebook, if you download it, it's a free ebook. If you download it and read it, it just show you how to take the best Polaroids. Go on any phone, but it just give you like a guide, what to do, even preparations before taking the Polaroids and what to even do after. Do you get? So check it out if you need it. Any questions, please? Okay.
So, are there like photographers that are into taking Polaroids specifically for modeling?
Yes.
Okay, because I saw one that are model Polaroid.
Yeah. That one, yes, they are good, very good.
They are models.
Yeah?
I see the Polaroids they take.
Yes, model Polaroid on Instagram, very good. Just that I don't know if it's now very expensive. Before it used to be 5K, 27K now, right? So now it has increased. Before it was 5K. But the pictures are very good and he knows how to take the best Polaroid. And there's another person again that takes good Polaroids. Polaroid something 777 or something.
Yes,
If you use like iPhone 11 or Snapchat, and then is that the same thing?
To take the Polaroid, I said I even prefer phone.
And I think 7,000.
It depends on the person
Depends
that's
on the-
taking Polaroids.
And it depends on the person. That's why that ebook on my Instagram will direct you. But it also depends. If you've seen Polaroid before and you know what you want, you can just tell the person or show the person pictures. This is what I want. Take it. The person will definitely be able to. And also the way the person takes the Polaroid is very important, because if the person doesn't capture your angles, it's terrible. Do you get? Some people, they photograph better from their left side. Some people photograph better this way. Do you get? Some people, there's the way they will keep their body. That's why it also depends on the model to discover yourself, know where you photograph best. Because if you don't know your body and if you don't know how to even pull set for Polaroid, you won't be able to get it well using an iPhone. Do you understand? So, but if you take plenty with an iPhone, when you take plenty pictures, that's why iPhone is better. Because if you go to studio most of the time, the studio man might not have time, the photographer might not have enough time, because there might be so many models there. So they might just take plenty and or different looks, and then they won't be select, but there won't be enough time for you to pick the ones that you really like, because the photographer will pick the one that he likes. But you to yourself, you need to like the Polaroid. So as a model, it's better you use your phone. And also practice Polaroid. You can use, that's why I said use phone, because you can keep practicing and practicing and practicing using your phone or your friend's phone. Do you get? When you are taking the best Polaroid, you will know. Nobody needs to tell you. You just see this thing makes sense. And please, Polaroid, make sure that you look very natural as possible. Very natural. Please, only lip gloss on your lips for girls. For guys and for girls, guys and girls, please brush your eyebrows.
When you wake up in the morning,
No, please have a shower. Are you listening? Guys and girls, please don't forget to brush. See this thing there? This eyebrows. It's a very, very, very important thing in this market. Eyebrows. That's it. Don't ever carve. I said it at the ever carve your eyebrows at all. Brush it up. You'll just be surprised how your face will look when you brush your eyebrows up for girls and wear lip gloss. You look so different. So brush your eyebrows. Get a clean haircut for guys. For girls, if your hair is natural, please pack it. Don't pack it, don't pack it, just take it back. Take it back. You put on dread. I don't know. For this short dread, I like it. You can just drop it like this. But you shouldn't cover your face. Just drop it. It's fine. You too, you can leave your look better like this. It's good like that. It's not bad. Then if do you know, like, as female models, you can take Polaroids of grades. Do you know? Actually, you can take Polaroids of grades. This one grades. But it should be like maybe black or brown, not like green or red. No. I don't use those outrageous colors. You can use black. Just give you a different look, a different vibe. Or if you use this all back Ghana weaving, so long as you know that it's going to fit you, you can take Polaroids of grades. Not because we already know that you have hair. You just added attachment to make it longer. Do you get? So that is that. Polaroids. Polaroids for girls. Please, I advise you to take Polaroids of bikini. Very important. If you want to send to agencies, take on bikini. Also have Polaroids of bikini. Do we get?
Yeah. I have stretch marks.
Take those.
Stretch marks.
I like stretch marks.
It's a sign of
I said,
who say you like it? You.
yes, sir.
Hello. So try to take on bikini girls. Very important. Please plain bikini, two piece bikini, because if you take one, you know, one piece and two piece here.
Yes.
If you take one piece, you won't be able to see your waistline. This waist is very important. Very important. Because some girls that have this hourglass. If you wear one piece, you won't be able to see it well. And waist is market as well. So always wear a two-piece bikini. Do you get? For guys, have Polaroids on briefs. Very, 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 very important. Have on briefs as well. Please use your phone or but the brief should be plain colors. Please, white or black. Nothing else. And when you're taking Polaroids on brief, wear sneakers. Don't leave your legs empty. Do you understand? Wear sneakers on the briefs. Make sure that your head looks good. And that's all, yeah? Any questions for that? No.
For the ladies, you didn't talk about their ears being out.
Yeah.
Their ears being out on their hair.
How?
I took a Polaroid before, and my hair was like down here.
Okay, cover your...
Yeah, they asked me to
Oh, okay,
do
yes. And when you're taking it, no, you're not taking a headshot. This is supposed to show your two ears. That's why I said take your hair backward. Do you understand? So if you're going to take a Polaroid, I'm not supposed to talk about much Polaroid, but the ebook in my Instagram page, I discussed a lot about it. So the type of Polaroid you should take are headshots. Headshots is from, I need to use the phone. So, Polaroid. I know I'm sure, don't worry. So this is the headshot. Headshot pictures are from here to here. Can you see? Can you see?
Yes.
From here to here, not under his chest. From here to here, the headshot. Do you understand? Now, a portrait shot, there is headshot, there is portrait. Portrait is from here to here. Do you get?
Have the boots.
Yeah, just your bust line is a portrait shot. Do you understand? Then there's half length. Half length is from here to here. Do you get? So from here to here is half length. Half length. It's important that you take these types of Polaroids. Then there's the full length. Full length is from up down. Do we understand? Full length shot. Then there is profile or side view shots. Anyone. Very, very, very important. Please don't forget your profiles. Profiles can be from here to here or from here to here, but preferably from here to here so that you can see your side view very well. Do you understand? Profile. Then you can now, if you have beautiful angles, from here you can now turn your head like this. Do you understand? If you know that this side is a very nice frame or angle, you can just stand like this and turn your head this way. Do you get? Do you understand?
Yes. What?
Then,
Excuse me, Mr. Chips. What's the name of this? Just
no labels.
no name. Just
Just
angle.
angles. Just angles.
It can be your left or right.
Yeah, it can be your left or right. Yes. Some people have, when they stay like this, they have really good angles here. Just makes them look really nice. Depending. Do you get? Then, hold your hand. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. You can take a picture like this. Maybe a portrait shot. Do you get? When you do like this for a girl or for a guy, it's not for a girl. So you just bring out your collarbone. This is just come down natural. Do you understand? That's the importance of taking a Polaroid like this. Just bring out your collarbone. Do we get?
Yes.
Then smile. Open your teeth. So you say smile, please open your teeth. And it should come from within. So take a picture of you smiling. understand? From here to here as well. Portrait. Do we get?
Yes.
So I'm giving you like different types of Polaroid, different types of pictures you should have in your Polaroid. Do you get? So some people, you know, that's why I said angles as well, but these ones are the basic ones. So when you understand your angles, you'll now be able to know, okay, the type. But don't, make sure that your Polaroids are not, don't do extreme poses. Do you understand? Your legs should be straight. You can bring one leg out if you want for a girl, or you can put them down, however it you want. But don't do, it's not a photo shoot or an editorial, it's a Polaroid. So they just want to see how you do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Back again. So, yeah. Any questions? Any questions? No. So now here, measurement slash statistics. A model measurement could be referred to as statistics. Everybody is different, so as a model's measurement. So I can put all the girls here, do you know that all of you have different statistics?
Yes.
It's hard to see two people can have sharp, but you know, there's usually slight differences sometimes. Yeah? So the model statistics is very essential because it's one of the vital information needed to do the job. Do we get? So it's good to know your statistics. Do we understand? Now statistics are height. Everybody needs to know their height. Then there is the bust or chest. So for the guys it's chest, for the girls it's called bust. I need to use another example. For that guy. Your hair. Yeah. So now, have you guys seen this measuring tape that tailors use?
Yes.
That's what you use for statistics. Then, have you seen this tape that carpenters use to measure?
Yes.
That's what you use for height because it has 6 feet and all of that stuff. So it's also important that you know your statistics in inches and in centimeters. You understand? Just know the two, and also check yourself. Check your statistics regularly because you can add weight, you can lose weight sometimes, and add height. So always just check it in case. We get. So now, this is the chest for guys. Measure it here. I didn't come with another show.
What is boss though?
That is it. Is this a little just tape? So that. Should we wait for her?
Yes.
Because we need to measure. So any questions before she comes? I'm done. Thank you. Yeah, so this was now. Now see how to measure it. Those who measure. Oh guys. So don't give yourself extra inches. Make sure that it's the same. So for guys now his chest is about 35. Yeah? Can you see?
Yes.
So chest 35. Waist. Sorry, can you?
This is square.
So this is where to measure waist. For guys. Waist is 28.
That is where I come.
Yeah, that is 28. So waist is 28. Can you see?
Yes.
Don't measure your waist here. Oh. This is not your waist. For guys, take it up. The waist is here. Do you understand? Then show that for guys. Yeah, we'll check that. Sorry. This is how to check your shoulder. So shoulder is about 17. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Then there is hips. Yes. As if nowhere else is there.
Just that one.
Okay, so your waist is about 35. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
That is for guys. And then you add shoe size. I don't know your shoe size. What's your shoe size? And then your height. I don't know your height. Should be like 5. So calm down. So add your height. Then also add hair color and eye color. That's brown eyes.
I don't know my own. It's my eyes.
Can you hear me? So your hair is black, your eyes is brown. So you are done with him. Guys, do you know your statistics now?
Yes.
I don't know. So for girls, this will not give me what I need because they're wearing
I'm not wearing bra.
Thank you.
Okay, she's dressed something like this. I'm not ever wear bra.
You're not braless people.
Don't shake her breast.
Okay, boss.
Look at them.
Did you see it? Did you see it? She's 31.
Real measurement.
That's what he said. My body said.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I see. Let's go. 26.
Yeah, measure
You got to see.
Huh? Yes, that's the measure the waist for girls. These are waist.
Yeah, below the waist is what?
Here.
No, I mean, see, if you are sewing clothes.
Every other place, I don't
See,
know.
this one.
That one is for.
Okay, tell her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Measure,
means
this is the waist for model. So here is your hip.
Thank you.
Clap for her. So she also add her shoe size.
Her shoulder. Her shoulder.
Yeah, shoe size.
she just told me today. See, brown.
Great. Brown, not black. Not dark. Brown. Your eyes is brown. Yeah. So you just add that. So that is it for statistics. Clap, 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 clap. So we all know now, Abi?
Yes.
Any questions? No questions, Abi? So you guys know the history of modeling, yeah?
Yes.
Go and Google though. There's plenty history. Yeah?
Was this whole measuring thing that was in it? How? But I don't have to what is it? Why? How is it small? How is that survive?
What's your problem? Yeah. No.
When I show no
Your boss or your wings? This is where you're teaching.
I do not feel like I was
Okay, no. What's your boss?
last I checked.
Your boss.
I'm not
Is it what I'm seeing? Let's see. Let's see. Is it what I'm seeing?
It's not about this. Maybe it's not about this.
Please, what I'm saying. She has to wind up and see what she's doing. Definitely, I don't know about my
Yeah, like 22 points. So like 23. So maybe you added beats or you use bra. Or maybe the clothes you're wearing. You know, most of the time, outfits you wear, that's why it's good to think, to measure on plain outfits or bikini, because the outfits you wear can give you extra inches. Do you understand?
Yes.
So yeah. So modeling is very old though. The profession has been in existence since the 18th century. Very old. And the pioneer modeling agents, do you guys know Models 1 in London? Do you guys know Wilhelmina?
Yes.
I know Models 1.
You guys know Ford Models?
Yes.
Do you know IMG?
Yes.
Do you know Next?
Yes.
Do you know E?
Yes.
If I'm very,
You know me.
Okay, so those are like the biggest modeling agencies. So you know they started so many years ago, and nothing so much. London is a very organized market, and these countries are called markets in quotes. Do you understand? For what we call it in the fashion industry is markets. So you can say the UK market or the Europe market, or so that's how we put it. We don't say, you know, abroad or something. We just say that it's a market. And sometimes models internationally work better in some markets than the others. There are some models that work very well in Europe, but when you take them to London, they cannot do anything. Europe is like Paris and Milan, majorly. And there are some models that work really well in New York, but they don't do anything in London. If you take them to London, they don't have, like, it's not their market. Do you get? Some models don't have a ground. Some models have stayed in London and made, you know, so much money in London because I feel like London is their ground. There are some models that don't do fashion weeks, do you know? Some models that don't even do fashion, but they are making serious money. Maybe in a particular country, maybe in London, with just campaigns, editorials, majorly campaigns. Campaigns pays a lot. Campaign is a lot of money. Campaign. If you see yourself on an H&M campaign, that's a lot. H&M or Versace campaign, all these big brands, Levi, you know, Sportmax, Nike, all these brands, they pay it or Calvin Klein or Bottega Veneta. You guys know that one?
Yeah.
You guys know Bottega Veneta?
Yeah.
I know a model that did Bottega Veneta campaign. That was a lot of money, and she's based in New York. Bottega Veneta is a lot of money because these things are very expensive. Also, Balmain, all these brands, when you do a campaign for them, that's why models are more. When you enter into the industry, maybe from outside you'll be thinking, hey, runway is the thing, runway. Runway. If you work 30 shows and kill yourself, but somebody that just does one campaign will have ×3 money of what you have been working. Just one campaign and just cover up everything that you have been working on. So, you get? So it's good internationally. It's good to cherish campaigns more.
Forget the money. Forget the money.
But you know, wrong will bring you out more.
Yes. And each of them.
Wrong will bring you out first.
Okay.
Because models break into the scene internationally with runway shows before you now start doing campaign. It's hard to start with. There's models that start with campaigns, and then when they now start with that campaigns, they are now there. Before they now go to the runway, they're like, this runway, no, better just do business, giving me serious money. Do you understand? But it's most times internationally models start with runway because when you do a particular season, different people are seeing you all over the world. Do you understand? Especially when you work for top brands. So different casting directors are seeing you, different fashion key players are seeing you on the runway. Do you get? Different photographers are seeing you. Do you understand? So that's where they see you more. and then you now start from there. So yeah, so I said London is considered the best market for models due to its more organized and innovative approach to modeling. London is very, very, very organized, and they even have like an association or something. Yes, in London, not for modeling agencies. They know themselves. London casting directors are, well, and also London is also very favorable. Like in London, they treat models very, 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 very well than in Milan and Paris. Especially Milan. No, Paris. Paris is very expensive to stay. Milan is also that same expensive. So that's why they don't even like models can stay in London and start a career. But you cannot stay in Paris and Milan. You can always be going there for fashion week and go back. But you cannot stay there because it's usually very expensive for models to stay in Europe. Do you understand? So as I said, London is very, very good. And then London, cost of living is cheap. Cost of living is very, 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 very cheap. You can use about maybe £20 and buy food stuff from everywhere. And they have like Nigerian, it's just a very, most of it is very good. So it's just a very nice market for people to see. And also the money is high. Pounds is higher than euros. I mean?
No, euros is higher than pounds.
Euros is higher than pounds.
Are you sure?
Pounds is higher than euros.
Than euro.
Yes.
Yes, now. Pounds is higher now.
Pounds is
1
higher.
pound.
Eh?
Pounds is higher.
Pounds is higher.
Pounds is higher than euro.
Yes, now.
Are you joking?
Pounds is higher than 1 pound. After pounds, then dollar.
Calm down.
Before yen.
Calm down, guys. Last time I checked, pounds do that.
Last time I checked.
But take it from me, pounds is higher.
Who's asking to argue yourself?
Pounds is higher, don't worry.
After pounds, then dollars, yen.
After pounds, you talk of euros before you talk of dollars.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about
You will not do it.
Okay, it's okay. So over the years, calm down, bro. Over the years, the modeling industry internationally has grown so much so that recently called, yes, modeling agency industry, the market opportunity was over $25 billion. That's a lot of money. So if you convert $25 billion to naira, that's like how much? So the industry is a lot of money in modeling. There is a lot. So I think we've covered all this, yeah?
Yes.
Clap for me now. Thank you. So briefly, I think I have like 30 minutes to go, or 1 hour. I just want to talk about the art of catwalk. Now, catwalk is very important. Even if you just want to focus on commercial modeling, yeah? Okay. So, no matter the type of modeling you want to venture into, catwalk is very important. You cannot say you're a model and you don't know how to catwalk. It's very painful. Even if you say, I want to specialize on promotional modeling, at least know how to catwalk. Do you get? If you don't know how to catwalk, just like a doctor saying he doesn't know how to prescribe drugs. Does that make sense? Because that's like what you do. Did you get? So as a model, you should at least know. In fact, you don't know how to catwalk, at least know how to cross your legs, or know how to walk on a straight line. For a girl, for a guy, guys catwalk is not even that so much of a hassle, but just shall know how to walk. Do you understand? So it's very, 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 very important as a model to know how to catwalk. So, can anybody tell me like reasons why catwalk is very important? Aside what I just said. Do you know any other reasons why catwalk is very important? You're welcome. You want to ask a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
Okay, ask it. Okay.
Okay, the first one. I wanted to ask like explain more about something. Second one is I wanted to ask if you could, for this particular, if you could do a practical
Yeah. Okay. We'll go outside. You can you see it? Just one, not like everybody. Maybe tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, so campaigns. Campaigns are campaigns very complex. I think I gave an example now. So most times campaigns are sure. Most times campaigns is if a brand now wants to, if they want to push their brand globally or worldwide, maybe they are usually known in only in Nigeria. So like maybe which one would I use? No, this is not really international. This is local. This is Nigeria. This is local brand. Okay, Diola Sego. That's a Nigerian brand. So Diola Sego now, for example, now we all know that she's a Nigerian-based designer, right? Now she wants to enter into the international scene globally. Maybe she wants to have stores. Maybe it's in her plans to have stores in Dubai, Paris, and maybe London, for example. She cannot just enter that market like that. She has to do something that will catch the attention. Do you understand? That's the essence of a campaign. A campaign is something that brands do to get the attention of the consumer and also to put their brand out there in major cities. And most times people run campaigns for different reasons. Do you understand? So this one is just like basically what I know or what I feel like a campaign is. Do you understand? So Diola now, she can now say, okay, for a particular collection that she knows that people buy all the time. Do you understand? She will now do a campaign for it. And what she will now do is, she now does a shoot for it. Because definitely there's going to be photo shoots. Do you understand? Now that photo shoot is going to spread like wildfire. That's the essence of the campaign. The campaign has to spread. They have to see Diola Sego everywhere. Do you understand? Yeah. That's a campaign is to make sure that people see it anywhere they go. At the airport, you see a Diola Sego picture or something. Maybe inside the aeroplane itself, if you open the brochure, you see it. Maybe when you land, when you land Dubai, the first thing you see is Diola Sego. So that's the essence of a campaign. And they spend a lot of money in campaign. That's why they pay models a lot of money because it goes viral. Do you understand now? Even like, okay, let's use Calvin Klein for example. When Calvin Klein wants to do a campaign, they did this campaign for, was it Lil Nas X or something? Do you guys see it? Do you guys see Lil Nas X campaign with Calvin Klein? But you guys know Calvin Klein now.
Yeah.
So Calvin Klein, when they want to do their campaign, they usually use celebrities, popular, when they want to release a type of collection, maybe a brief or a two-piece, something, all these things that girls usually know inside. They do campaigns as well. You might now use a particular model. But that picture now, what they will now do is, that particular picture will now be what will circulate around. So you see it on social media, you see it on magazines, you see it on TV, you see it on ads, on billboards. Do you get? So campaigns is usually what you see on billboard. So a particular city.
Okay, will you call this one a campaign like most reality TV show now? Like something like chemical show now. You see that like in Nigeria. Most of their ideas came from here. Is that a campaign?
No. He just wants to he just wants to promote his brand using that platform for just wants to sponsor them, and in turn he gets promotion. Definitely people are going to see it all over Africa. So when he gives them free clothes, in return people get to, it's not a campaign because picture is not involved and it's not everywhere. It's not all over. Though people around Nigeria is all over Africa, but it's not like it's not a structured campaign. And most times campaign usually come with a tagline or a phrase, or like there must be a message that the brand is trying to pass across. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. They are trying to say, okay, this is what we want to do now. If it's a new collection, they say this is the story behind this new collection, and this is the campaign we are trying to sell out to people. Do you get? So basically that's okay. Now, any more questions? No more questions. So I was asking, why do you guys say catwalk is so important? I didn't hear you.
It makes you stand out, like when you walk, people feel like, oh,
During catwalk, I mean.
People feel your presence.
yeah.
Okay. Any other reason why catwalk is so important? Yes. That's why I said, even if you don't want to, even if you don't want to venture into runway type of modeling, when you know how to catwalk, it will help boost your confidence and to give you points again. Because it will just the art. That's why I say the art of catwalk. The art of catwalk helps you as a model to navigate your way through other types of modeling. Because when you catwalk, or the preparation towards catwalking and all of that stuff, it just helps with your body flexibility, angles, posing. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's nobody else. What is it? Yeah, posing. So that's all. Alright, so I came up with this fact that you know how there is individual differences, yeah? These two people cannot be the same. Do you know that even two twins are not the same?
Yes.
You get, they have different personalities. That is how catwalk is. No matter how hard you try, two models cannot have the same type of catwalk. It is not possible. No matter how, no matter how you try to copy, I know some models that want to copy now on the canvas. They will do their hand like this, their hand like this. You cannot do it like now, you can't bear. It's not for the hand.
Just like you can't eat that.
Yes, even how to mix it. You guys know how to mix it.
Yeah.
You cannot walk like it's not possible. Automation infuses the art of dance.
Yes,
Like Michael Jackson.
brings his own vibe.
It brings his own vibe. So even if you can dance, the way you will do it is not the same way another person will do it. So it just makes him unique and makes him stand out from every other person. And that the reason is because, do you know the reason why Alton is well known for his cafe? It's because he understands. That's why I say understanding yourself, understanding your personality. He understands his personality so much that he has brought his personality. When Ultimacy works like this, you definitely ask, are you a dancer or something? Why are you this flexible? Yeah. Do you understand? Because of the way he walks. So when you walk, your personality shines out. Me, for example, if a model should walk, I can easily tell your personality. If not in depth, but I can tell, okay, this person, this is the way this person is, just by the way you walk. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even top black models all over the world, Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell, put two of them like this together. It's not the same walk. Never. It can never work. Their attitude is different, their charisma is different, their style is different, the way they cross their legs is different. Do you understand? There's this supermodel I like, Giselle. Do you guys know Giselle? Have you guys seen her catwalk videos?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a Brazilian.
Oh, yeah,
The way Giselle Bunchen works, I have never seen any model in the world. That's why she's like the #1 model in the world.
I prefer Fela.
They're like the new generation.
None of them will.
Yeah, Bella is they are good. They are all good.
None of them.
They don't work like Giselle. There's a way Giselle talks to them.
Yes.
So much.
Yes, I understand what you mean, sir. Allow me to talk now.
I've not seen anybody work like that before. It's almost as if the shoe is going to break. But the shoe wouldn't break.
It would break. Like
So much energy, and nobody has that kind of energy. I've not seen any model in the world that can walk like that. Even when she did this, after she retired or something, the time she came back on the own to do one final walk or something, she walked, I think that's like the longest walk ever. She walked in one big, you know how stadium?
Yeah.
She walked from the beginning to the end. This woman did not fret. She did not, you know how, as in, I had goosebumps watching that video. She was just walking like that. Almost 2-3 minutes, just walking on a straight line till the end. So that's a lot of courage, a lot of confidence, a lot of knowing yourself, knowing your personality. Do you understand? So that is it though. Catwalk is very, very, very important. So now I also have here the do's and don'ts. Important things to know before you do catwalk. The first is exercise. If you don't like exercise, start liking exercise now. Exercise or do yoga or stretch. Yoga is very important for models. Do yoga. Watch yoga videos to help with your flexibility, both for guys and for girls. Do yoga. Before you even think of, hey, I want to practice, or I want to, go into a casting room or whatever, just stretch your body. Very important. Stretch. So your body is not stiff. Because when you are stiff, you will know. So do exercise. Second thing is to drink enough water. At least 15 minutes. So that the water will settle in before you walk. So drink enough water at least 15 minutes. Even as a mother, you're supposed to be drinking water all the time. All the time. But before you catwalk, drink water. Then the next is do breathing exercises. Breathing exercises will help you with your nerves because definitely you are going to be nervous. I don't know for some people might not be nervous, but if you are the nervous type, do breathing exercises. I just breathe in, out. Do it for like 5 minutes. Okay? Are you all here?
Yes.
Yeah. Then please don't ever chew gum on the practice platform or in casting or whatever. Please.
Sorry. Okay, so don't ever
Don't chew gum. Yeah. Don't ever. The next one is don't fold your hands. When you walk, don't fold your hands like this. Please leave your hands free. Do you understand? Your fingers should be like this. Don't fold your hands or don't put your hands or don't put your hands in your pockets or whatever. Just leave your hands. Okay? Next one is don't smile except you are told to do so. Except in the show and the designer or the producers backstage say, okay, for this collection, smile. Even for a casting or whatever, don't smile. Do you get? Please keep your face straight at all times. Then the next one is don't ever look down when you are walking. You have no business in the floor.
Yes, sir.
Do you get? Don't ever look down and don't look at your audience. So when they are walking, you check you. It's my friend. See my mom. See my guy. Please don't ever look at the audience. Huh? Yeah, that too. Raise your eyebrows. Your attention should be straight ahead. Yeah. So if you are, do you guys know about opening or closing the show?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you are opening the show, please walk in the middle. So if, for example, now this is the runway, and you're coming from backstage, please walk in the middle. Do you get? And then if you're going to go back, don't go back to the middle again because somebody is coming from your back. Somebody's coming at your back. So go this way, left or right, depending on the stage or the show, or even the setup or the casting. So this can also happen at castings as well. If you enter a casting room, please walk in the middle. Except maybe you are 5 or 3 or whatever. But if you are the only one walking in, just make sure that you are in the middle and then walk straight. Do you understand? If, for example, now the judges are here, please don't walk to the people. They will not see you. So, for example, now I'm a judge at the casting, and that's you can just stop somewhere there, where my phone is, so you can see from here to even no matter how short the platform is, don't come close. Do you understand?
What about closing?
Closing the show, yeah, closing the show. Also walk in the middle and come back in the middle. Do we get? So if you are closing the show, walk in the middle as well. And then when you are now coming back, when you are done with your pose in here, just go back. Some people, they will forget, they will go back this way. No, close the show like that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now posing too can be to your own style, however it is you want. But make sure that you're posing. I think I'll talk about it here. Anyway, I'll talk about it later. So catwalk rules. The first thing you should do, either when you are practicing or at castings or on the runway show, the first thing you should do is to the first thing you should do is to always observe your environment. Do you get? So if you should walk into a casting room now, observe there are a lot of things you should note. Most times, some castings you go for, they'll put music. You get. There's some castings you go for, there'll be no music. Some castings you go for, there'll be a platform. Some castings there'll be no platform, you just have to walk on the floor. So, and also make sure that you are wearing a comfortable shoe or heels for guys. Wear a comfortable sneakers. For girls, wear the heels that you practice with. Don't go and buy a new shoe that you've not even practiced with at all to a casting.
Like how many inches?
4. 4 is okay. 4 inches. Nobody's wearing heels. I'll show you guys. So 4 inches is fine for girls. For guys, shoes or sneakers like that, very nice plain sneakers. Okay? Please don't wear Crocs. For guys, don't wear Crocs castings. Wear shoes. Then when you are practicing, if it is your first time, please practice on barefoot first. Walk barefooted first. No, not tiptoe. Just normal walk first. The first stage is to walk on a straight line. If you cannot walk on a straight line, when you wear heels, tiptoe, don't step. Even tiptoe self, the problem. So just remove your leg, remove your shoes from your leg, and just get a straight line. Make sure that you have mastered the art of walking on a straight line. That's the first thing. If you don't know how to walk on a straight line, you cannot at all without coming out. So master the art of walking on a straight line. So the next thing is to listen to the beat. So every runway show always comes with sound. So always practice with soft or high tempo music. So sometimes some shows will have very high tempo music, and sometimes there will be slow music. Do you guys know this Adele's Easy on Me song?
Yes.
That's a very slow, and there are some and there are some designers that would want to use that kind of song. Maybe bridal or both male and female, they will play that song. So if you don't know how to walk on it, if you're always practicing with Ira Star, not the Samaritan, you're always using that I'm getting vibes on vibes. No, if you're always using that, it will enter your head. You cannot be using Bloody Samaritan for a bridal show collection. It doesn't make sense. Abi?
Yes, sir.
So always practice with the both. Then please also make sure that when you're catwalking, please don't walk so fast and don't walk so slow. It's not that serious sometimes. So just, that's why I say beat is very important in your head. And always count your steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Don't walk 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't do it too fast. Because if you do it too fast, you end badly. So take your time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Count it in your head. Same with guys. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. The next one is to look natural. Pick the next tip is to look natural. I want to pick somebody around for catwalk. Who should I pick? Let's do a catwalk. Nobody's wearing heels, sir.
She's wearing that. She brought you.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Auntie. Sister, come.
The eyes of the God.
You and Mr. Lordship. No, not you. Auntie. Yes, you.
Special one.
Yes. You are so relaxed.
Wow.
Enjoy yourself. That's what we should call. Do you know how to catwalk? Huh? You try. Do you know how to catwalk? You see? Okay, who have the best catwalk in camp? The guy is
And Empress Laura.
Who's the Empress Laura?
Empress Laura and Empress.
Okay, two of you. The guy is called.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 of you. So guys can work better than girls.
No.
You guys pick 4 guys now, only 2 girls.
Jessie too. Empress Laura
posture is very, very, very important. That's why I brought it up. Can you guys listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Posture is very important. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How you are able to keep your body first. Now, for guys, stand straight. Put your leg up. Now, most of the time, you have to like put your thumb in, so it gives you like a fine shoulder. Do you understand? So for guys, try to put your tummy in and then chest out, but not too much. Let them not notice that you're chesting out. Do you understand? This is like the first stage. For girls, you just your mouth. For girls, so for the girls, no, stand straight. So the first thing is to make sure that your shoulders, how do I explain it? Make sure that you are relaxing your shoulders. Do you understand? So for guys, it's usually out. For girls, down. No, not too much. Let's not look too obvious that you are chesting out. So don't chest out. Just relax your shoulders, and then make sure that your hands are free. Same with guys as well. Please, when you practice and whatever, don't wear accessories in your hand. Don't wear wristwatches and all of that stuff. Then always start with your left leg. I just prefer. Start with your left. So the first stage is break out your leg. Just bring out your foot. Not too much. Bring out your left foot. That's the first stage. Do we understand?
Yes.
This is the posture, first of all. So before you walk, make sure that you are balanced. Make sure that you are. You get? Make sure that you are well. Your posture is right. Then you start. Always start with your left leg, and then walk on a straight line. Do you get? Now we are going to walk on the street. We are going to catwalk. Please do very small things. I want to correct something because I know that most of you will make one mistake. Now imagine that this is your runway now. Just walk and come back. Two of you close the show. Go.
We don't have to move together.
No.
How will I reach like
Okay, sorry. Question. I said close the show.
Okay, sorry.
You were there, talking and sleeping.
Okay, I should close the show.
So,
That's the next thing.
Okay, nice. Now you made a mistake. Now, if for example, now this is your this is photographer there. How will he capture you? How will he see you from here to go? Do you understand? If for example you are catwalking, this is where you are supposed to stop. Somewhere here. So they can see you well, and then you turn and then you go back. That's something I just explained right now. And I said that if I'm going to make that mistake, and you did it. Walk.
Don't laugh, please.
Go.
They are allowed to distract you.
Go.
That is straight, please. Let's go.
Special one.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
don't be Lord.
It's not she.
Don't be Lord.
It's not she.
Now what against like a super distraction? Right.
There's no can distract.
No,
It's not she.
I want to. Right, go. Sorry, why did you put your hand on? You like? Now you're putting on your pocket, but you're not. Your hand was half in your pocket. Chicken. So if you want to do any pose, make sure that you do it right. Don't put your this is very well inside. If not, you have. Because if they are going to photograph you, your hand is like this. So I think we were trying to do it, but there was no time. So advice, don't put your hand in your pocket. There's no need for that because you're only going to be here for 3 seconds. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Your posing there is only 3 seconds. In your head, 1, 2, 3. So there might be no time. You're trying to adjust. Before you finish, no time again, and then go back. You are now making mistakes. So instead of that, I would always advise, please don't put your hands in your pocket. There is no need. Just go there, do your thing, turn, and then go back. Now, at least you already have an idea, both of you. When you turn, your head should be the last thing. I think you guys already know that, right? But do it in a very subtle manner. Let's not be like this. Your head don't fall off from your head. Do you get? Can you hear me? So do it in a very soft, subtle manner. Okay? Not too fast. Do you understand? And then move your hands. Let your hands move naturally. Some girls and some girls most especially like to move their hands. Look like wall clock. No. Please allow your hands to move naturally. If your hand naturally moves like this, let it move naturally. If your hand naturally moves like this, let it move however it is, but let it move natural. Don't force it. Let's not be like you're trying to walk like somebody. We understand that's the only way. If you leave your hands to swing on its own, you'll be able to discover how to make it look like your own. We understand. Same thing for guys. And then for guys as well, try to walk. Guys' walk is usually very strong. Yeah. Though there's not enough space here to show you guys, but the walk is very, very, very strong. And also the face, facial expression is very, very, very important. Do you understand? Your facial expression is very important. And also, don't keep your head up like this. Bring it down. Do you understand? I'll be giving some tips again, so just stay here. So, I've talked about look natural, yeah?
Yeah.
With your hands, don't force it. And here for girls, please don't swing your hips too much. Don't move your hips. Allow your hips to move as well. Everybody has it. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I've talked about posing, right? Now the posing should be only 3 seconds, except if, even when you are working for a casting or whatever, except if it's for a show, except if the show producer say stand there for 5 seconds or whatever. But the natural in your mind should tell you is pose there for 3 seconds maximum. Count it in your head. Also, before you walk the runway, for example, now, because you know it's because you didn't plan on where to stop. That is why you passed the photographer, and it's a very big mistake as when you was there. So before you get to the end, if for example you are walking, if for example you are walking like this, if you get to this point, reduce your pace. Do you understand? So, like I said again, let me repeat myself. If your pace is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, before you get to that end, try to reduce it. Reduce it, just small. So that you can also know what to even do, kind of pose to even do in your head. Because if you are walking fast all through, you will forget. You will forget what to do. Do you understand? So very importantly, try to reduce your pace. Let's talk about expression. The facial expression is what brings the outfit into life. If you check Victoria's Secret, they always tell them to smile because Victoria's Secret is very colorful and whatever. Some designers, they will tell you to smile while walking the runway. Some designers will even say dance, move your body. Have you seen shows like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Some will tell you, keep your straight face on. And then let me give you a tip. How to keep your straight face is, for example, now you are walking there, both of you. You have to look to a particular spot and focus your eyes on it. Do you understand? That would help you. That would give you that attitude of the face. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
So if, for example, you enter a casting room or if you enter the runway platform, there might be so much lights everywhere on the runway show, on the show, but just try to look for somewhere and focus your eyes on it. Because if your eyes is everywhere, you might just your eyes will just be like this when they capture you and it's not look nice. So just try to look for something and focus on. If it's for a casting, let me give you a tip. if there are like 3 judges seated down, or let me say 4. Okay, let me use 3 first. If there are 3 judges seated down in a casting and you enter inside and you're walking in the middle, pick one casting director and look into the eyes. It's going to be hard to just look into the eyes of that casting director. That is your business. That is not your business. You have just look into the eyes. That is going to give you so much. For me, I'll be like, this person has so much confidence. Why should I look into someone this man? Did you get?
Yeah.
Just look into the eyes of that casting director. One, it will give you enough attitude and confidence, and then it also proves to them that you know what you're doing. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That is a very, very, very huge tip. And then sometimes, I would even advise, if there are 4 judges, don't always pick the judge in the middle, because a lot of models are going to be looking at the judge. You can pick the one beside the one in the middle, or the one at the edge itself. Do you understand? Just pick one judge, look into the eyes, and kill your castle. Definitely, you will slay it. Okay? Did you guys understand that?
Yes, sir.
I think I've even discussed almost everything. Almost everything. In fact, everything. So, and last but not the least, practice makes perfect. You have to continue practicing. Every single time you and always practice in front of the mirror. Do you understand? It's very, very, very important. Practice in front of the mirror. Practice with your friends, you know, your family members. You can tell them to check your work for you. Even if you don't know, even if they don't have, funny enough, your family members are like your biggest fans and criticizers. I don't know the English. Your biggest critics are your family members. Biggest audience. Because when you work, they'll be like, you're not doing it well, they'll be like this. So they'll be the ones to they'll be the ones to say, okay, you're doing it well, or you're not doing it well. This is how, even if they don't have an idea. Do you get? You'll be surprised that they might just, the way you walk, they might like it or they might not like it, and then you now use their own input to make your work look nice. Okay? Any questions on catwalk? Thank you. Clap for them.
Okay.
Are you clap for style you see for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, is there any particular kind of pose you do on casting? Is there any specific type like that that's allowed? General that's allowed?
Okay. It depends though. I won't say don't do something too complex. Don't do so much. Do you understand? Some people when they go for casting, especially guys, they want to show that, you know, they have everything, they are too good, but sometimes too much of everything. It's not good. Some guys when they walk, when they now turn and go, they will now want to do 450 instead of 360. They will now turn and go back 4 times and what is going on? Or when they get the, like what he trying to put his hand in his pocket and all those things, they are not necessary. Do you get? Before you even get to the, when the model is walking from the edge there to this point, before the model even gets to the middle, the casting directors already know what they want. They've seen it. Oh, this person, you like the person. It might not even be your work. It might just be the person's face. It depends. It might just be the model's face, or maybe the way the model's legs do, or just something. So it depends. So it's better not to do. Don't go overboard. Just keep it simple. Keep all your paparazzi. Keep all your serere in your house. Do you understand? Or maybe when you do a particular show and then they ask you to do it. And another thing again, sometimes a particular show, you want to do something different. If on the show, the show producers are like, when you get to the end, just turn, don't pose, just turn. Do you get? This way you can turn that will be different from every other person. Do you know that?
Yes, before you reach the turning point, you can turn your head.
How?
Like, let's say this is the turning point. Like, let's say, sorry.
Like, let's say this is the turning point. Before you reach here, you can turn your head from here before reaching here.
Please do it.
Big head.
What
The
the
head
The
goes.
head,
I was looking at your legs, sorry.
the head for the body.
The head will turn for the body will turn.
Yeah. That was different.
That one is normal now.
So the only person I've seen doing that is automatic.
No, it's normal. Some shows, there are shows that when everybody turns like that. Most times, it's just the head that is the difference, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
It's
say.
not. I feel like it's not such a big deal like that. Because they're just turning like this,
Yeah.
and the only thing you're doing is that your head.
Yeah, your head will turn before your body will turn.
Okay, is it before you turn?
Yeah.
The
The head is there now. That's all. Yeah, my head will turn before I turn.
Okay, your head is going to turn like this
Yeah,
before you even
yeah,
get to the
yeah.
edge of the run.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. The only person I've seen doing this is automatic.
I think it's only because he's not seen other models, and also because he does it faster.
Yeah.
He does it very fast.
There is swags in the way we
And there's the way he does it too that is different. I've seen so many models that work like. Actually, if you watch the shows, you see that so many models still do the same thing, but the way he does it is different. Do you understand? The show producer will tell them to turn like that, but then the way you will now do it will be different from every other person. Do you get? So that's his own style. So you just need to find your own style. There's sometimes some models when you that same turning like this, there's some maybe the show producers might be like, okay, when you get everybody should just turn like this. Yeah. So now you gave the head turn. Some people can use their leg. Some people can use their leg as their own style. You can turn like this.
Wow.
Do you understand? So everybody just has, and then the way they will now do it, you know, like, yeah, this person is so. So it's your own style, how you, and then that person is now different from every other person. Every other person. If you watch this show, one Mosquito show like that, I think my award in 2019, Mosquito. That show, there's a way every model was turning, but the way she turned was different from every model. And it just made her stand out from that show. Just watch Mosquito. There's the way she turned. I don't know how she did it, but it's a very, very nice, unique with her legs. Some people turn with their hands. So have you seen models turn with their hands?
No.
I'm not sure how. You can turn with your hands. You can turn with your neck. You can like what you did, that was your head. You can turn with your legs. Different styles, but don't make it too extra. So you know, less is more. So tomorrow, by God's grace, we are now going to do the main practice of my work outside. Tomorrow I'll check all the catwalk guys I'm not okay. So tomorrow come down with your heels and your shoes. I'll know, okay, this is what you should do, what you should add, stuff like that. Do you guys do exercise here?
Yes.
Every day.
Every morning.
And my motto
It's
is
very important.
Yes.
Even yoga. Do you guys do yoga?
Oh, yeah. We stretch it.
Stretching. Try to do yoga. Yoga is very, very important. Tomorrow you guys can do yoga. Do you know, does anybody know yoga exercises? You know Navi? You know? You guys should do yoga tomorrow.
Tomorrow yoga,
So
please.
to help you walk well, to help you stretch. Yoga will help you. Alright, I'm about to round up. Any further questions? None? Alright, see you guys tomorrow.
Thank
He said it now.
You never said that.
I'll put you on there. You did talk better. How do you get? Yeah, every smart now. That's why.
No, wait. No.
Okay, now let me explain something. No, I have to eat first.
Yes.
I'll share with
This is the captain.